You mentioned you saw the Enjoy Life brochure and you were encouraged to look at the website.
I've been reading the book, Enjoy Life Forever.
Yes.
Thank you. Could I just ask, which congregation are you, if I could ask?
Banbury.
Banbury. Okay, thank you. Yes, that's right. I left a message. I've been looking at various chapters, various lessons. Well, lessons, aren't they? From Enjoy Life Forever. Is it possible to help? Provided you're very familiar with the book, of course.
Yeah, we use that. I have studies with people in it. Yes, certainly. Yeah.
There's a couple of lessons that intrigue me. Perhaps if I mentioned them to you, you might be able to help with just one. I'd only want to look at one thing at a time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you tell me what it's about. What's your mind in your mind?
Well, lesson 24 talks about spiritism and communication with spirits in paragraph 3, so I was intrigued about that. I was intrigued about warfare, which is lesson 13. It says that Christians should not get involved in warfare or politics. And then lesson 15 mentions two things which kind of shocked me a little bit. It says that Jesus is created in paragraph 1, and in paragraph 3 it says that he resurrected as a spirit. So I've been looking at these. Would there be one of those that you're very familiar with that you might be able to help?
What's your motivation?
Well, I'm reading your book. I used to go to a Baptist church many years ago when I went to church. I don't go anywhere now. I was given some literature and I've been reading the book, and I just find that it's different to when I went to church, especially, the claim that Jesus is created, that he resurrected as a spirit. I found that a bit strange, and there didn't seem to be any real support for these.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, well, it's interesting. If you feel that way, that's your viewpoint. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't care about viewpoints. I'm interested in what does the scripture say. You see.
That's right.
Yes.
So what point do you want to look at then?
Well, I think I've told you twice. If you would choose, if there's one, I've mentioned several things to you.
Will you pick which one do you want to pick on?
Okay, well, it says that Jesus was resurrected as a spirit. I'll just read it. It's page 63.
What lesson are you in?
Lesson 15, paragraph 3 on page 63. And it says, after Jesus' life as a human ended, he was resurrected as a spirit and he returned to heaven. There, God exalted him to a superior position. Now Jesus has a position of great authority, second only to Jehovah himself. It says that Jesus resurrected as a spirit. That really struck me as different. Is there any...
Yeah, it is different, because that's what the scriptures indicate. That's what the scriptures show out there, that he gave his life as a perfect human ransom once for all time, and once he'd given his fleshly body up as a ransom, he paid the ransom, and therefore then Jehovah God resurrected him as a spirit creature to return to the heavens again. He was not resurrected again as a human, because otherwise it nullified the ransom, wouldn't it?
Well, you need to prove that from the Bible. You need to show scripture
that's right.
to prove that.
Well, yes, of course you do, because then that's what the ransom is. It says, the scripture says, and he gave his life once for all time.
Yes, but you need to prove that. It's no good Mormons can talk to you for hours. Just because they're telling you stuff doesn't mean it's necessarily true. I spoke to a Seventh-day Adventist for a long time, and I spoke to a Mormon on another occasion for a long time. Just because they talk with great enthusiasm doesn't mean that you have to accept everything they're saying. It's up to them to prove what they claim.
No,
just making a claim isn't proof.
Really, the main point is up to individuals. Romans 12 says we prove to ourselves. We have to study material and examine it for ourselves and come to conclusions. So it's down to the individual to study the scriptures carefully and come to the conclusion.
Okay.
So I'm just sharing with you that. But I think that
But you're not sharing any scripture to prove that Jesus resurrected as a spirit, you see.
I don't particularly choose to get into debates and arguments about things personally. So if you do have your viewpoints on matters.
Well, so do you.
And your conclusion, yeah, it's true. And I think it's probably best to agree to differ. Then that's what I suggest. Thank you.
Why are you running away? I mean, I'm asking you to explain your book. I found your book interesting. Lesson 15, paragraph 3 says, as Jesus' life as a human ended, he was resurrected as a spirit and he returned to heaven. Where is the proof that Jesus resurrected as a spirit? I spoke to hours for a Mormon, to a Mormon and a Seventh-day Adventist. They had no scripture. They just talked all the time. You've given me no proof, you see, something to look at in the scripture and to reconsider. Possibly my position is wrong.
That's fine. I'm trying to think of the word. I can't just think
of
the top of my head.
Yes.
I can't think off the top of my head where exactly that reference was resurrected in the spirit, but I think it's trying to find that. That is no problem.
In John 2.
Okay. Well, I'm going to terminate the conversation.
Why? What are you frightened of? Oh dear me! What a frightened man.